Hi guys, welcome to day 16 of reading. We are still thinking about our book, PB&J Hooray. The first thing we're going to do though is we are going to go over some of our vocabulary words that we found in our book. Okay, the first one is ingredient. Say ingredient. Say ingredient. An ingredient is a food you use to make other foods. So one ingredient we always put in our salad is lettuce. You always put lettuce in your salad. It is the most important ingredient. Say ingredient. All right, here we go. Next one. Factory. Factory. A factory is a place where things are made. So in our picture, the machine fills containers with orange juice in the factory. Last one. Crop. Say crop. A crop is a plant that farmers grow to feed people. One crop that many farmers grow is corn. Corn is a type of crop. All right, so let's put away our vocabulary words. Ingredient, factory, and crop. Okay, so today we're going to be thinking about the importance. Let me read the target. I can evaluate details to determine their importance and identify common signs in a text. So we're going to think about what's important in our book, PB&J Hooray, okay? Authors sometimes add details in their book so they are fun. Other times, authors will add details that are important to the story so you learn something so the story makes sense, okay? So we're going to be reading our book and then I'll be asking questions along the way. All right, here we go. Easy to make, yummy to eat. So what is he making? Who remembers? A PB&J. But where does the food come from? So his question is, where does food come from? Where does it come from? The grocery store. Bread in the aisle, peanut butter stacked on shelves, jars of jelly lined up in a row, put in a shopping cart, pay on the way out. So on our other page, he was asking, where does food come from? So what is the most important detail on this page so we find out where food comes from? The grocery store. Good job. Carry into kitchens where sandwich jars are made. PB&J Hooray. But where does the grocery store get the food? Delivery trucks. Truck drivers pull up to the loading dock at the grocery store. Bread in the aisle, peanut butter stacked on shelves, jars of jelly lined up in a row. Put in a shopping cart, pay on the way out. Carry into kitchens where sandwiches are made. PB&J Hooray. But where do the delivery trucks get the food? Bakeries and factories. Bread is baked in bakeries. Flour, yeast, eggs. Why do you think our author put flour, yeast, eggs? If they're talking about bread, why do you think they put flour, yeast, and eggs? They are all ingredients. What we learned in our vocabulary, they are ingredients to make bread. Then it says knead, rise, bake. Why do you think our author put knead, rise, bake? Those are steps to make bread. You knead the bread, then you let it rise, and then you bake it. Peanut butter is made in a peanut butter. Oops, geez Louise, I'm sorry. Peanut butter is made in a peanut butter making factory. Shell the peanuts, roast then grind. Some for crunch, more for smooth. Jelly is made in a jelly making factory. Concord grapes fresh off the vine. Cook, strain, pour. Seal with a lid on top. So if we wanted to, so we're going to review the question. So where does PB&J, where does peanut butter come from? So it says peanut butter is made in a peanut butter making factory. So the question was, where does food come from? So peanut butter is made in a factory, just like our other word, factory. Truck drivers pick up at bakeries and factories, then pull up to the loading dock at the grocery store. Bread in the bread aisle, peanut butter stacked on shelves, jars of jelly lined up in a row, put in a shopping cart, pay on the way out. Carry into kitchens where sandwiches are made. PB&J, hooray! But where do the bakeries and factories get the ingredients to make the food? Farmers' fields. Flour comes from stalks of wheat that grow in long, straight rows. Peanuts grow in soil. Grapes grow on vines. Sunshine, rain, harvest time. Deliver crops, so just like our word crop. Deliver crops to bakeries that bake and factories that make. Truck drivers pick up at bakeries and factories, then pull up to the loading dock at the grocery store. Peanut butter in the bread aisle. Bread in the bread aisle, peanut butter stacked on shelves, jars of jelly lined up in a row. Put in a shopping cart, pay on the way out. Carry into kitchens where sandwiches are made. PB&J, hooray. Sorry, friends. But what do farmers need to get their crops to grow? Who remembers what they need? Seeds. Farmers plant seeds in soil so wheat, peanuts, and bunches of grapes will grow. So what does the food in a PB&J start as? What does the food in the PB&J start as? Seeds. That is a very, very important detail in our story. So, where do bread, peanut butter, and jelly come from? Seeds are planted, crops grow, bakeries bake, factories make. Truck drivers pull up at bakeries, factories, then pull up to the loading dock at the grocery store. Bread in the bread aisle, peanut butter stacked on shelves, jars of jelly lined up in a row. Put in a shopping cart, pay on the way out. Carry into kitchens where sandwiches are made. Peanut butter, jelly, bread. It's finally time to say PB&J, hooray. Why do you think the author chose to say finally? Oh my goodness, finally. We've been trying to make a PB&J for a long, long time, y'all. Started at the very, very beginning of our book. The very beginning. We made it all the way to the end, found out where all of our food comes from, and finally, it's time to eat our PB&J. All right, that is it for reading today. I will see you guys for writing, okay?